What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And Aouar has been transfer listed by Lyon and Liverpool are looking to sign him. So in this video you will get all the details, and especially because Shaqiri has already agreed personal terms with Lyon. So Liverpool are already in talks with Lyon over the Shaqiri transfer. So Liverpool probably wants to involve Aouar in the deal. So in this video we will take a deep look at this report by Get French Football News. And if you enjoyed these transfer news updates, leave a like, subscribe if you are new around here, and leave your comments down below. Which midfielder or attacker do you want Liverpool to sign the most this summer? So Get Football News France is reporting that Aouar is transfer listed by Olympique Lyon because Lyon's Juninho deals with dressing room attitude issues, and according to this report, multiple Lyon players could be set to leave the club as the sports director Juninho looks to resolve an attitude problem in the dressing room. Brazilian defender Marcelo was sent to the reserves recently. A contract termination is reportedly imminent as well for inappropriate behavior after Lyon lost 3-0 to Angers, which was a pretty catastrophic performance by Lyon. And Marcelo might serve as the example for the time being, but he's not the only player that the club has singled out. And Juninho, with the manager Peter Bosz, is now looking to sanction other players for the lack of respect, rudeness and arrogance that they showed on and off the pitch. One of the players set to leave is white man Cornet. Lyon have received a sizable offer from Burnley, but the player would rather leave for Hertha Berlin, who have also expressed interest but have not matched Burnley's bid. And among the other players expected to be part of the transfer list are the midfielder Thiago Mendes. His wife's comments on Instagram regarding his imminent departure have particularly left Lyon, the members of the Lyon staff, pretty disgusted and disgruntled. Aouar could also leave at a lower price than has previously been asked for by Lyon. So I think this is a very big opportunity for Liverpool, because maybe Lyon was asking for 35-40 million for Aouar previously, but now they surely will accept 20-25 million for a player that they want to sell. And Aouar is a brilliant goal-scoring midfielder. He scores on average around 8 goals for Lyon. He scored 8 goals last season, 9 goals the season before, 7 goals the season before that, and the season before that he also scored 7 goals. So pretty much scored 31 goals in 4 seasons, and he also played 166 games in just 4 seasons, which is very impressive. That's more than 40 games on average per season. So I think Aouar is a really awesome, talented midfielder, and probably this is the best time for him to leave Lyon and to try something new. And also he fits the age bracket that FSG are looking to buy players at. He's only 23 years old, so I think it's the perfect time for him to come to Liverpool and really bolster the midfield options. And also Liverpool need to sign a midfielder, in my opinion, because yes, we have a lot of midfielders at the club, but many of them are either unreliable or injury prone or both. Jurgen Klopp hasn't really played Shaqiri or Oxlade-Chamberlain or Naby Keita many times last season. It will be a big question whether he will play them this season many times, but I think Liverpool need fresh blood. And I said many times that if we sell Shaqiri to Lyon, then we are going to sign at least one more player in this transfer window. So I'm really excited about this news that Aouar is transfer listed by Lyon, because I think that this would be a really good opportunity to get a very talented midfielder who I'm sure with training and with coaching from Jurgen Klopp and Pep Yinders, he could get much better, and he could reach his world-class potential that he undoubtedly has. But at Lyon, I think the club is going sideways. They are really not improving that much. So I think that it would be a perfect opportunity for him to challenge himself and go to the Premier League and show the world what he's capable of. And if you look at Aouar's overall numbers, in 172 games in total for Lyon, he scored 32 goals and registered 31 assists. So he is getting a goal or an assist almost every second game or every third game, which is really, really impressive. So I think that Liverpool really should move for him, because for Liverpool, what is missing is a midfielder who could score 5 to 10 goals. I really hope that Oxlade-Chamberlain or Naby Keita can score these amount of goals, but they just can't stay fit for the majority of the season, and also probably Jurgen Klopp doesn't trust them long term to fill the void left by Jorginho Wijnaldum. So I think that Liverpool need fresh blood, and even the Italian transfer guru Fabrizio Romano said that Liverpool need to sell players before signing new players. Jurgen Klopp has been so clear about that. Shaqiri has an agreement with Lyon, but there is still no agreement between the clubs. So right now, as it stands, Shaqiri agreed personal terms with Lyon, but at the moment Lyon couldn't agree a price with Liverpool. Liverpool probably wants 12-13 million for Shaqiri, and Lyon are willing to pay maybe 7 or 8 million. So they probably need to meet somewhere in the middle. There is no rush from Liverpool to get this deal done, because the transfer window is still open for another almost 2 weeks. But also you need to move on players in order to sign players. So I would urge Liverpool to maybe compromise and sell Shaqiri for 9 million or 10 million or something like that. And then we could get Houssam Aouar for 25-30 million, and we could even have transfer funds in the bank left for the January transfer window if Liverpool need to dip into the market because of injuries or whatever. And also, this is a very interesting development. According to Sky Sports, Burnley have bid 12 million pounds for Lyon winger Maxwell Cornet, who has been linked with Liverpool as well, but I checked recently his numbers. He only scored 4 goals in total, 2 goals in the French league in 36 games. That's just not good enough, in my opinion, for a player who is a lot older than somebody like Jeremy Doku, who was also linked with Liverpool recently. And Maxwell Cornet, if he goes to Burnley, then Lyon get 12 million, and basically they can give that money to Liverpool and basically match Liverpool's asking price for Shaqiri. And also we have a big update from James Pearce on the Liverpool Salah contract situation. He said that negotiations are already underway over a new contract for Mo Salah. That would be the most expensive contract in Liverpool's history. Salah's current contract, worth around £200,000 per week, runs until the end of next season, and the hope is that Salah will commit his future for another 2 years, and by July 2025 Salah will be 33 years old. Jordan Henderson has already an agreement in principle with Liverpool after Liverpool improved their initial offer. Talks have also started with the representatives of Mane and Robertson. However, Salah's situation is the most intriguing. If Liverpool can renew Salah's contract, it would truly showcase that the manager Jurgen Klopp has succeeded in his mission to make Liverpool a final destination for elite world-class players, because that's what Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has set out to do. He said that Liverpool club sources have described the discussions so far as productive. The process is ongoing, and there's certainly no sense of concern that a compromise has yet to be reached. Liverpool's owners are keen to reward Salah for his breathtaking consistency since making that £44 million move from Roma. They accept that as one of the finest players on the planet, Salah deserves to be paid accordingly. They certainly want to avoid the scenario where he enters the final year of his contract in 1 year's time, but there are limits to how far Liverpool can go and will go financially. They won't rip up the entire wage structure that has served the club so well. And James Pearce also continued, some people say just pay whatever Salah wants, he's worth it, but if he gets a much bigger jump salary-wise compared to the other top players, that can create issues. Michael Edwards would have others knocking on his door, explains one agent who regularly deals with Liverpool. Close friend Dejan Lovren may have left a year ago, but Salah has since developed a strong bond with left-back Tsimikas. A feature of the club's training camps in Austria and France was the time Salah spent taking youngsters under his wing, including giving tactical and nutritional advice to teenager Harvey Elliott. Trying to replace him would be a difficult and exceptionally expensive exercise for FSG. As one club source put it, they will be throwing the kitchen sink at trying to keep Mo Salah. That's the priority now. Salah has kept his own counsel, but teammates are convinced that he's happy, he's settled, he's focused solely on inspiring Liverpool to more trophies and cementing his legacy status at the club. And I think the key is that if FSG would want to replace Mo Salah, that would be exceptionally expensive, as said by James Pearce as well. And FSG want to save money, definitely. I mean, replacing Wijnaldum, maybe Liverpool can do it in-house because he hasn't scored like more than 5 goals on average per season. But replacing Salah, it would cost 150 million pounds to buy a player who can score 25 goals on average, because that's what Mo Salah on average gets at Liverpool. So I think FSG would definitely want to extend his contract instead of letting him go on a free transfer. It would be absolutely crazy to let Salah go on a free transfer. And also another angle that we should look at it is that if Liverpool, of course, who upgraded Anfield's capacity and we are getting better sponsorship deals, and overall our revenue has grown tremendously in the past 5 years, and after all this and winning the Champions League, winning the Premier League, if we still can't offer the best player, our best player, one of the best players in the Premier League, the contract that he wants and he deserves, then our pool as Liverpool would greatly suffer. No big player would want to join Liverpool if they saw that Salah is not getting a big contract. And I mean, even a 20 million pound contract a season would be like 374,000 pounds per week, and I wouldn't complain if Salah got that contract, because he put in 4+ years of incredibly consistent hard work. Every season he's guaranteeing goals and assists, and I think if a player like Haaland or Mbappe in the future becomes available, Liverpool need to show right now that we can pay big players big wages. Otherwise we would have no chance of getting anybody even close to Salah in the future. I mean, the finished article, the finished ready world-class player. I know that Liverpool don't buy those kind of players all the time, but we bought Fabinho, we bought Alisson, we bought Virgil van Dijk. Those 3 players were pretty close to the finished article already. And also I wanted to update you guys on Renato Sanches, because the links to Liverpool have died down, because Renato Sanches suffered a very, very serious knee injury, and he has undergone an operation, and he will be out for at least 6 weeks, maybe even more, on the sidelines, and that ended the rumors linking him to Liverpool and Barcelona. And Lille said in a statement on their official's website, Renato Sanches underwent successful surgery on Monday for a meniscal lesion in his right knee. Our midfielder is doing well. Renato will be able to start his rehabilitation this week. The duration of his unavailability, estimated at 6 weeks, will be defined more precisely in the coming weeks. Speedy recovery, Renato. I still think Renato Sanches will join a big club, but just not this summer, probably in 1 or 2 years, so we will keep an eye on that. And also, it looks like Divock Origi is attracting Premier League interest. According to the Telegraph, Crystal Palace, Wolves and West Ham are all considering bidding for Divock Origi. Come on guys, just do it, just bid for him instead of circling around him like sharks in the ocean around prey. Come on, this is ridiculous that every week we are reading about this club or that club interested in Origi, but nobody has bid for him so far this summer. But I think as we get closer to the end of the transfer window, things will start to speed up, I'm sure. So let me know what you think about all the things that we discussed in today's video, and thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. See you later guys. Goodbye.